Welcome to Critical Hit, a Major Spoilers podcast. Thank you so much for downloading and checking us out this week. 5 heroes, 1 elevator. We don't know if it's going up or down. Hopefully up, because we just spent a lot of time making our way to this point, Rodrigo.
The elevator is in fact going up.
Hooray!
Although, who we're trying to find, it would be fitting if it was going down.
I guess that's true as well.
And we've proven that, the geometry of this place is
not in 4th edition. It's like gods are astral beings, so even your spooky gods live in heaven. Yes, I will say you guys are all in an elevator. This elevator is clearly made for one person to ride comfortably. So it's, kind of a deluxe elevator for like 1 or 2 people. So the 5 of you are really crammed in here. You can, however, get a short rest as the elevator continues to go up, playing some nice, gentle tunes. So you guys, try to, presumably try to adjust yourselves in an elevator, as I said last time.
On Critical Hit.
On Critical Hit.
The elevator doors that closed are glass. So at some point, you guys kind of get to a point where this part of the tower is open and you guys can see out. And you guys are up pretty high. The elevator is moving very fast, but must have some sort of either mechanical or magical sort of dampening system that prevents it from feeling like you're, that doesn't like squish you up against the floor.
Mm-hmm.
But it is going up very fast. You can see the island, and the island is huge, so it's hard from this vantage point to try to get a feel, for example, for the battle at the beachhead. It's just you guys are too far up and might not even be oriented the right way to see it. You guys just see, it's like a view from an airplane where you see, clusters of squares, and those are probably houses, and then some breaks in between them. This place has some nice parks. Really, it's a very, it's like a very green city in the sense that, it has lots of green spaces and community spaces and things like that. All the better to be converted to like army training camps and probably public execution centers. And after a little while longer, kind of a wall, you get, like a wall comes down in the sense that the part that is open is over, and now the tower expands again, or it's hard to tell exactly what it is. And you guys are back completely surrounded. There's a light in here. There's a little light bulb or a little light orb right at the top of the elevator, so you guys can see. And there you guys are.
Little Sparkle.
Hmm?
Do you have that thing ready?
She'll put it on her dagger and nod.
Put what on her dagger?
The starfish?
We may not make it out of this in one piece. So, fight hard.
Yeah.
And good luck. And it was nice knowing all of you.
Yeah.
It's certainly been a wild ride. I guess thanks for everything you've done and for helping to make up for the mistakes we've all made.
Hey, Kat, how come that demon was looking at you?
I don't know.
Is it somebody you know?
I think that was an angel.
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, there was the corrupted angel that was in the coffin.
Yeah, but angels look different. Angels don't have faces in this world.
Yeah, I didn't think that was looking at anyone unless you can tell what it's looking at.
Yeah. So this lady had a face, like a human-ish face. I mean, somebody can give me an Arcana check.
Mm-hmm. This looks like a job for Randus.
Sure. right?
I can do that.
Brandis, do you know who she was?
Cat got a
Shoot.
37.
Yep.
With 37,
typed.
with a 37, you know that was a devil.
Well, it wasn't a demon. It was a devil. Do devils and demons work similar to how archons do? Where they kind of...
Devils do, demons don't.
And since devils will become new types as they get older and more experienced, I couldn't tell you if I've ever met that one before or not.
So that's not your imp all grown up?
I couldn't tell you if I've ever met that one before or not.
Okay.
Randus can know exactly what type of devil that is. That was an Aranese.
So got an Aranese. I don't know if that helps at all.
Are they associated with anything in particular?
They're warriors. You know, they're like they're not frontline soldiers. They're like captains and stuff. You know, and they're all female.
Would they be possibly aligned with any particular god?
Asmodeus has the fealty of old devils, as you guys have learned.
Well, I guess we should just be ready for anything. They know we're here.
Mm-hmm.
And
you guys... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. We should seize the advantage while our forces are fighting for us.
I assumed he knew we did this as soon as the forces showed up.
I hope he did.
The elevator slows down. You guys hear a ding, and the wall opens on the opposite side. You know, when elevators do that.
We're all looking at the one we came in.
Yeah. So yeah. Behind you, door opens.
Oh, hey, turn around, guys.
Peek out.
Randus peeks out, at which point he gets pushed out by Sakar exiting. I mean, there's no room in here. You guys find yourselves in a large and nice lobby type area. There are some nice chairs, coffee tables, and things like that. Some tall, tall tables for like drinks. There's some of those. There is a small set of double doors on one side of it, a large set of double doors on the opposite side of that, and a really enormous devil. It is sort of a black gray color. It sort of appears to be made of ash, except it has cracks along its knuckles and up its arms, and through them you can see sort of like red hot material inside, and it's the same deal with its eyes and mouth. As you guys come out, it doesn't like immediately attack you or anything, but it's, clearly aware of the 5 people that just stumbled out of the elevator.
This is unnerving.
You here to escort us?
Not exactly. He looks over at Kat. Is this your team?
Yes.
A clipboard materializes in front of him with a quill, and this is like a normal sized clipboard, like something that you would hold and it would be clipboard size, so it looks tiny, and he like reaches up, writes something down again with the quill, like with a, and it just looks comically small in his hands. It disappears, and it's like he like extends his like gigantic arm towards the big set of double doors, and he says, "Please proceed through the double doors."
Okay.
Sure. Am I getting any sort of malice off of him or anything?
Oh, yeah, huge amounts of malice.
Or trickery, I guess, would be more...
Give me an insight check.
Yeah, could I also make an insight check on this?
Sure.
My 47 passive doesn't get anything?
It would be irrelevant if he was making a bluff check against it.
Okay.
As opposed to you trying to like sort out what he's feeling.
Cool. How about a 56 then?
56 is good. Little Sparkle doesn't get much from him. He really doesn't have facial features that betray a lot of emotion. He kind of looks furious and scary. Cat gets kind of this sense that he is annoyed at having had to do that quite likely because it would just be easy to, step on you and then like scrape you off, or at least he seems to think so. But you don't get like, ha 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 ha, he, they're stepping into it now. He's more like, why am I doing this job?
I'll make myself the last person through the door, though.
Okay.
And let him know you should thank whoever assigned you when you're done.
He scoffs, and when he does that, you just get this like searingly hot, like, puff of air. And it's like, we'll see. And as you guys walk towards the door, the clipboard reappears and he flips through some of the pages again, looking like someone who's trying to read something out of a box of Nerds or like a pack of cigarettes or something. You guys go through the doors?
Yeah.
Sure.
I guess.
Okay. Who's in first through the door, or who gets the doors open?
I'll
I
be
will.
polite and open the door.
Okay. Orem knocks and then opens the door, and you guys see that inside there is a huge ballroom. There's these really nice, glossy, sort of dark wooden floors. There's like sort of columns around. There's these little sort of like windows along, we'll say, two sides of it that are just letting in natural light. There's sort of some small windows right at the wall, or at the place where you guys enter. And then above it, there's some more windows, and also around the place, there's like balconies, where people could potentially, hang out and watch people dance below. It seems to be mid-decoration. About a quarter of it has these like nice, velvety-looking, I don't know what the technical term is, but sort of streams of black fabric that are just kind of like put up at one point, and then that point is connected to the next, but the it's not tight, so the fabric hangs down and folds in a pleasant way that also kind of displays its texture, right? Because you see it kind of crease in the way that this particular type of fabric does. You can tell that it's like velvety and soft. And there's, kind of a set of red ones, and then above it will be a set of black ones, and they kind of hang together. Very, very nicely put together. But again, it's like a quarter of the way done when you get, if you follow the streams, at some point there's just like, it just like, they both like dip down to the ground, and there's just like a giant spool of them on the floor. Some tables that have been kind of put in one of the corners as well, probably going to be set up later, you would imagine. Again, if this was like a normal ballroom that you just walked into, you're like, oh yeah, we got here, a day before prom. Additionally, in the ballroom, you see 5 creatures. One of them is Asmodeus. He is, he's got kind of reddish fur, tall horns, tall spiky horns that go up at kind of a, I don't know, like what would that be, like a 45-degree angle from each other at the top of his head, top/sides of his head. Big goat ears, although you can't see his face right now because he actually has his back to you. He's also not wearing his usual long, flowy robes. He's wearing a nice red, kind of slightly puffy shirt with a black vest over it, and black slacks as well. He's wearing a nice belt, and strapped to that belt is a scabbard that seems to have a curved sword in it. The other creatures are these. Oh, he's also at times Asmodeus has appeared as different heights, right? Sometimes he's large and sometimes he's like the same size as you guys. This time he appears to be a medium-sized creature. So, he's probably the tallest person in the room because of his horns, but not in any sort of like, oh, I occupy more space sort of way. With him are a group of creatures. You've never seen these guys before. They are tall and lanky humanoids. They are wearing some nice but pretty light leather armor. Each of them has a sword as well, although their swords are straight. And their faces look like what I want to say, like owl faces, like a barn owl face. So, a pair of kind of almond shape black eyes, except, they're not lined up in like perpendicular to like sort of like what the nose area would be. They're in fact kind of angular so that they, point towards the beak. Again, if you've seen a barn owl, that's roughly what that looks like. And they do have a little pointy beak, which might be cute, except for the fact that these guys look very creepy. They have white plumage that is pretty short, but it covers their entire bodies, including their hands. And unlike Little Sparkle, for example, who has like talon hands, these guys appear to have more humanoid hands, and they're just covered in feathers, including their palms. So they physiologically don't really appear to be built the same way as Kenku. They're very likely not Kenku. Any description questions while we're here?
So it's Asmodeus and then 4 of these owl guys, or?
Yep, Asmodeus and 4 of these owl guys.
Gotcha.
Do they look like they're identical, or do they look like different examples of the same kind of creature?
I mean, if Sakar is very perceptive, so he can tell that, one of them is maybe slightly shorter than the other ones. He can tell that, one of them probably has some sort of like scar somewhere in its, like little rostrum that causes its feathers to grow slightly different, and you can just see that that sort of imperfection. So they don't appear to be like clones of each other, but if you met each of them and then, for like 5 minutes and then later on you saw them again, it would be hard to tell them apart. They are very similar looking, but no, they're not like identical. As you guys, go ahead.
I'm just kind of wondering the general mood of the room so far.
Well, Asmodeus is talking to them when you guys walk in, and like when you walk in, all of these guys like immediately look up at you, doing a very like sudden, like bird-like like neck snap to look at you guys, right? Just sort of like, and they're like all looking at you, but he doesn't immediately. So he's still talking. And he's like, so once the punch bowl gets here, we'll try and he like sees that they're all looking and turns around, like looks over his shoulder and is like, oh, you came in through that way. You must have found the elevator. I suppose I was hoping to get a little bit more time and that you all would be a little bit more beat up, but we'll do what we can. All right. Well, he looks back at the bird guys, are like, well, I think these guys mean business, so remember, just like I taught you. And they kind of like their hands go to their blades and they sort of like menacingly start spreading apart. Not necessarily in an immediate like let's run over and surround you guys, but they just kind of, probably each of them is looking at a different one of you, and they're kind of figuring out how they're going to go in.
She'll like look at them. I remember there was, I can't remember the name of it, the Virtus that had bird people on it that I got mistaken for, even though I didn't really look like anything like them. I don't know that we ever actually saw one of those bird people, but
You did.
Oh, okay.
You did. They were
look
they
those?
had they have like 4 arms, and
Okay.
I want to say they looked a lot more like shoe bills.
Yeah. Okay. So these are not.
Yeah,
those
these guys. No, yeah, these guys are not them. And also, I mean, this is probably more of a deep cut, but it's possible that those guys couldn't really leave the vertex since they were like kind of supernal beings in their own vertex. Like that's the one that like sort of overlaps dimensions on top of their version of the natural world.
The whole dragon rebirth process.
Yeah, once that dimension goes away, those guys go away. So likely they'd probably have a similar problem to that Orem has when he goes to other dimensions, that if there's no like Feywild equivalent, he needs like weird things happen to him.
Fair enough.
So these guys are not them. And furthermore, you did see his dimensional research, which is not quite there yet.
Fair. Okay. I mean, there's been some time, so.
Sure.
Yeah, then Sparkle would just like look at the owls and say, I don't know what he trained you to do. I don't know what he's offered you. But if you don't all want to die here, I'd suggest you don't get in the way.
Asmodeus says, see what I tell you. So galley. And says, very well. If that was it, let's get started. And he reaches for a sword, draws it, and you see that it is a large, very fine-looking scimitar made of bronze. And he kind of flicks it, basically like does like a flip of it in his hand. Yeah, he just kind of stands there waiting for somebody to do something. Let's roll initiative.
Fair enough.
Sakar.
24.
Randus.
22.
Or
39.
And Little Sparkle.
42.
And Cat.
Okay. Like 32.
It's got to be really tense. It's not like, oh, well, Rodrigo just forgot. It's like, what just happened to my character? Oh, good. Rodrigo just forgot.
Well, you do have a tendency to kill him off.
No, I know.
Near the end of seasons.
I'm not entirely certain how many end of seasons I've actually been a part of with the character I was playing at the time.
Oh, none. No, you always you die or get turned into pants or something. That's how you always get to be the Sixth Ranger.
As I disappear right before the final fight.
Right. Because you lost your powers.
All right. Yeah, because that's what you get for throwing in Reader Repulsa. But let's pay attention. Okay, so can you guys all see the battlefield?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, just this big open ballroom. The stuff that I mentioned before, as far as tables and cloth, like if you want to incorporate it into your description, by all means. I'll also mention that this place is very tall. Like I said, there's a whole balcony section, and then it just continues going. This is like a grand ballroom in a castle type thing. But again, as far as things on the field, nothing that really impedes your movement or anything like that so far. Here are those guys. Here's Asmodeus. Here you guys are. And yeah. So we'll get started if nobody has any other questions, which is at the top of the round. It's going to be Little Sparkle.
I'm just considering how I can best get into range with one of these guys. So I think it's going to just be I'll move up. So yeah, she'll just like move up and grab like her pair of daggers and just toss one at each of the at Owl 1 and 3, and try to get them right in their big eyes with a dazing double shot.
Okay.
Advantage against both of them because they are still
they haven't gone yet. Yeah.
So I've got a 56 to hit them.
Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure that's going to hit them.
I should hope so.
Versus AC, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that'll hit them.
Okay, great. So then they're both dazed until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
And I'll roll some damage. I'll do my sneak attack against Owl 1.
So go ahead and roll your normal damage, and then we'll add the sneak attack to Owl 1.
So they both take. Let me double check. I think I might actually have BOU. 3 more damage. I forgot to add the bonus damage you do for combat advantage. So they both take 30. And then let me roll sneak attack against Owl 1.
Okay.
So then Owl 1 will take an additional 24.
Oh, okay.
And then as the effect, because I'm an Artful Dodger, I get to shift 2 squares. So I'll shift 2 squares back and attempt to become hidden as I do so.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
That's 40.
Okay.
And that's going to be me.
All right, that'll take us to Orem.
All right, I'm going to run over here a little bit away from Little Sparkle, but over by the side of the room, and I'm going to use my Freezing Bolts on Owl 1, 3, and Asmodeus.
Okay.
That will, that is a range 20, 1, 2, or 3 creatures.
Okay.
What's the effect of this? Because if it stops things, I would kind of suggest hitting Owl 2 and 4.
The target is immobilized until the end of your next turn.
Because 1 and 3 are already. I guess if
Yeah,
you
but immobilizing
immobilize
and
him, yeah, you're
is
good.
a combo. Yep.
All right. So let me find it here. Freezing Bolt, pow. That is 46 versus Reflex.
46 versus Rex against 1, 3, and Asmodeus.
Yes.
That'll hit all 3 of them.
Okay. 24 damage each.
Okay.
Targets are immobilized until the end of my next turn.
They're immobilized.
And then as a free minor action, Magic Missile Owl 1. Pew, pew, pew. 17 force damage.
Okay.
And I'm
Owl
done.
1 looks definitely bloodied with that.
Yes.
Owl 1 is in fact bloodied.
Nice.
All set?
Yep. Move minor and standard. Done.
All right. That's going to take us to Owl 2. We'll move over here. And then charge Randus. 55 versus AC.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do about that.
Okay.
That'll hit.
Take 109 damage.
Typed at all?
This is sword to the gut damage.
Okay. I am bloodied.
And then it will slide you 4 squares and shift to a square adjacent to you, which will take us to Owl 1, who is dazed and immobilized. So he will just basically take a knee, and Asmodeus will reach toward him, and he'll heal. And that'll unbloody him. And that's going to take us to Owl 4, who will move over here and charge Ket.
I don't want him to charge Ket.
So that will be a 44 versus AC.
Probably. Give me a sec. I have a couple of immediates that I might be able to do. Free action. Trigger an enemy attacks me. Effect, the trigger an enemy gains combat advantage until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
44, you said?
44 versus AC, yeah. And that's counting
not
in its little
cursed. I
charging
haven't
plus
done
1.
anything. Yep, okay. That'll hit.
That'll be 94 damage.
Ew.
And we'll push you 4 squares and shift to a square adjacent to you.
I am bloodied.
Okay. That's going to take us to Owl 3, who will do the same thing and heal.
Hold on.
Huh?
I have other stuff that happens after the hit.
Oh, okay.
Infernal Wrath. Enemy within 10 squares of me hits me. They take damage.
Okay, yeah, sure.
He'll take 16 damage. That's fire damage, if that means anything.
It doesn't appear to.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
I think I'm good.
Owl 3 might just save his heal and just ready an action, which will take us to Ket.
Oh boy. I get a turn. Let's start by activating my... Oh yeah, the Ring of Free Time. Free action, I can take an additional minor action every turn because we have reached at least one milestone today.
Okay.
Nice.
Or I guess this becomes an at-will power I can do.
That's good.
So first minor action will be to curse the 2 goobers that are closest to me,
Okay.
which will be Owl 4, and I'm assuming Owl 2. Yeah, Owl 2. Second minor action is going to be Deific Doom. Close burst 2, zone of suffering, loss, and regret that lasts until the end of the encounter. When I move, the zone moves with me, remaining centered on me. Each enemy within the zone takes a -2 penalty to attack rolls and saving throws. I will use Price of Defiance on the Owl Goober in front of me.
Is that a ranged attack?
Yes, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
I don't provoke opportunity attacks.
Oh, okay.
But I think I have combat advantage on him because I have him cursed. Give me just a moment.
Mm-hmm. Also, you put that thing on him that gives you means he grants combat advantage.
Oh, I did. Okay, I've got combat advantage for that then at least. 43 versus Fort.
43 versus Fort is not going to hit.
I would like to cash in. Where it is. There it is. Is it currently a +4 bonus that you grant out, Brian?
Yeah, with the accurate weapon.
Yes, I would like to cash in a +4 for a 47.
47 versus Fortitude will hit.
Woo!
Nice.
All right. I can erase +4 twig for the first time in months.
Well, real world months.
That will be 30 damage.
Okay.
Of no type. Force damage. He is immobilized until the end of my next turn. I slide him 5 squares, and he gets to make a melee basic attack against the target of I slide the target 5 squares to a square adjacent to one of my allies. That ally can then make a melee basic attack against the target as an opportunity action, gaining a power bonus to the damage roll equal to my intelligence modifier.
Okay.
Oh. I have to rethink this a little bit then.
Why is that?
I thought he was going to smack his buddy. Not one of my buddies is going to smack him.
Toss it to Sakar, probably.
Give me
I mean,
5 squares
how
would
far
put
can you
him-
slide him?
5, which
Yeah.
isn't
Uh,
2, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Let's
5.
hope we
It's
get
out of range
extra
for me,
damage.
but Sakar could take it.
Yep. However, I have a thing that I can't use because it's immediate and it's my turn. Cool. Yeah, we'll toss him there, up above Sakar, unless Sakar wants him somewhere else.
Do I get to hit him?
'Cause you're going to get to hit him. What space
Okay.
do you want him next to you?
That's fine.
A force blast comes from the staff, and I yell for Sakar to take a swing.
What am I hitting him
Okay.
with?
Melee basic
Presumably
attack.
a sword.
Aw. Melee basic doesn't have any super magical powers, just my usual face.
You don't have anything that does benefits on a melee basic?
Not when he rolls a 3.
Is that a 37 versus AC?
It is.
That is not going to hit. Did you calculate in the bonus that Ket gives you?
No, what bonus is that?
Getting a power bonus to the damage roll.
Oh, to the damage roll. Okay.
But
so that's
he is granting combat advantage.
Okay.
So it would be a 39.
the 39 still doesn't hit.
Didn't think so.
Good try, though.
Yeah. Okay. What else is there for Ket?
Move will be. See, can I get? That doesn't get both of them. I can get one or the other. Who needs more assistance, Sakar or Randus?
I would say Randisk in general.
Okay.
Since he's already bloody.
Yeah, I
Then
took
I'll,
a good wallop. So did you.
Do a quick walk around here and give Randus some flankage.
Okay.
I need you to hit him with a
Nice.
melee attack while flanking him.
I've got this figured out. You need to hit him with a melee attack. But you
Yeah.
mean on his turn, right?
Trigger. An ally within 5 squares of you hits an enemy with a melee attack and is flanking that enemy.
Okay.
The
There you
triggering
go.
ally regains hit points equal to half the attack's damage.
What else?
Move, or minor, move, standard. I think I am good and will save my action point for a little bit later.
Okay.
Oh, no. Curse damage on the guy I hit.
That was 4.
Yep, 15 damage. That was a good roll.
Yeah.
I am good.
But speaking of things that I've been hoping to get to, it's Asmodeus' turn. Let's remember this guy.
I don't like
Suck.
So Asmodeus is going to walk 1, 2, 3, 4 over here over to Orem, and we'll say, "On your guard, swordsman," and like take a swing at him.
And he just walked over, right? He didn't charge over.
Nope, he just walked over.
Okay.
Ooh, that's very low. 39 versus AC.
That'll miss.
All right. Orem was really expecting something, and he parries. That's going to take us to Sakar.
That seemed like an anticlimax.
Agreed.
So, how does a blast work again?
A blast is a square that is attached to your character, either on one side or a corner.
Okay.
So a blast 3 would be a 3x3 square that's attached to your character, either on a side or a corner.
So, is there a place where you can hit more than one target with a blast 5?
5? I don't think so.
No, everyone's
A
too far away.
blast 5. If you were able to get over there, you'd be able to hit 1 and 3 with a blast 5.
I can
Or
get over there. That's not a problem.
you can also hit 1 and Asmodeus with a blast 5.
Yeah,
from where I am.
What does not from where you're at?
Okay.
They're the only ones who are within 5 of each other.
Mhm.
Otherwise, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, you could, if it doesn't hit allies, if it only hits enemies, you can hit both 4 and Asmodeus with a 5 because of where you're at.
Yep, and you wouldn't even have to move for that one. But again, if it hits allies, that would be a problem, which I don't think any defender stuff does.
No,
that
each
would be
enemy
weird.
blast is what I'm getting.
Mhm.
So I can do what in the who?
So you could, just from where you're at now, you could hit number 4 and Asmodeus without moving. If you wanted to move, you could hit these 2 or these 2.
Okay. All right. First thing I want to do is activate my armor.
Okay.
Any enemy making a melee or ranged attack must roll 2d20s and use the lower result till the end of my next turn. All right. You're saying from where I am, I can hit 4 and Asmodeus.
Yep.
Which is good because I'm, not going to be able to move since I used that minor action. I am, however, going to. Normally I would say I'm going to catch fire, but I don't do that anymore. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to take on my new guardian form. The form of the soul serpent. Ooh. So you remember how I used to turn into a cool snake man?
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine it's even cooler than that. It's cooler and snakier, and it's surrounded by like swirling blue and gold energies, and it's sort of like the perfect counterpart to what I used to do when I turned into a serpent. When I used to be able to turn into Snake Boy. This is like Snake Man. So Snake Boy is the sidekick. This is the actual superhero, Snake Man. The previous one was a sidekick for.
Do you do it by shedding your Sakar's skin and then a snake comes out?
Oh, yes. You, sir, are correct. That is exactly what happens. And it's gross, but it's also amazing.
Yeah, sounds horrifying.
It is. Just sort of splits open like a cocoon, and then a Sakar soul serpent comes flying out. And it's really gross, but it's really awesome. And he's a little blurry because, the armor's active.
Yeah.
And since I have done that, I realize now that this new strange power seems to have a new strange power attached to it, and I'm going to use it to blast things. So I would like to blast Asmodeus and Owl 4 with my new awesome power that I learned while I wasn't looking the other direction with my back turned.
That's the new Guardian form's attached power?
Yes, form of the Soul Serpent attack. Now, I do have one question.
Okay.
It doesn't say weapon anymore. All of my other ones say weapon.
Well, it might not be a weapon attack. Let's check it.
Let's look.
Yeah, see, so there where it says attack, it just has a flat +6 bonus.
Got it.
So it doesn't factor in your weapon, it just gives you a +6.
Right.
So yeah, it's you roll a d20 plus 35, and on a hit, we'll go through this stuff.
42 versus Will.
42 versus Will hit the owl, but not Asmodeus.
Okay.
Mm.
So roll damage on him.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hang on a second.
If it
Uh,
misses, it does half damage.
Right.
And if I'm
as an
reading
effect,
it correctly, they are both dazed regardless of hit or miss.
okay. So unfortunately, instead, here's what happens. As you launch your wave of spirit energy, you see this line, like everything slows down, and you see this line appear above Asmodeus that sort of like carves out a circle, and then 5 lines that carve out a pentagram, which is, the symbol of Asmodeus. At which point there is a flash and all the spirit energy is dissipated. This is the sign of Asmodeus. It is his godly power. He cannot be stunned, dazed, slept, dominated, sent elsewhere, polymorphed, or caused to lose actions, like Thien was. If an attempt is made, power has no effect, but is expended normally, and the action is expended.
Well, heck.
Exactly.
Don't be that guy. Rob's already that guy. All right.
And unfortunately,
Does that nurse the attack on
I
dude?
refunded the attack to Rob when he tried to do it to Thien. So presumably, this is something that you guys could have either seen coming or done a roll on.
Well,
Now, that just negates the attack on Asmodeus, but not the owl, correct?
Power has no effect, but is expended normally. Action is expended. So because he included the other guy, but basically the power is completely canceled.
Okay.
Boo.
Man, no. Harsh but fair.
It's a god.
Yep.
Well, that explains why he just, danced over and went whomp.
Yeah. What else there for Sakar?
I'll mark whomever I can mark.
Okay.
Can I mark anybody?
You can mark Owl 4.
I can mark Owl 4. Because you can't mark Asmodeus, or because it didn't?
Because you mark things that were adjacent to you.
Yeah.
Got it.
Because he's too far away.
All right. Well, let's just call that lesson learned then.
Okay.
I'm really mad about that.
Move on?
Yep.
Going over to Randus.
All right. Very first thing, going to roll Keeper's Prescience.
Okay.
14, not bad. It's a pretty
Not
good
bad.
thing to have in my pocket. I think I'm going to go ahead and use a minor action to roll Trick of Knowledge. So roll me an Arcana. Let's see if I can get some special bonuses. Ooh, a 60. Is that all the things? What is that? Oh no, 61 or higher would be all benefits. So I just have to pick 3. So I guess I'll take the +2 bonus to attack rolls with arcane powers, +2 to defenses, and +5 bonus to saving throws.
Okay. And that's for the rest of the fight?
Yep.
Okay.
Till the end of the encounter.
Make sure you note that.
Yep.
What else?
So you want me to hit with a melee attack?
If you want to heal.
Okay. Would we want to put a heal biscuit on this guy, maybe?
I would be okay with that.
Okay, I will try that then. I'm going to use positive energy infusion. So my fist starts to rev up and glow. And I'm going to punch. I think I'm going to go ahead and swap in that 14.
Okay.
Because I rolled a 6.
And what were you using?
Positive energy infusion. It's an encounter.
Okay.
Using my
So what does that put you?
Makes it a 45.
Yep. 45 to hit AC.
That'll hit.
Sweet. So I'll do 2d8 plus 15, 21 damage.
Okay.
And until the end of my next turn, any ally who hits the target can spend a healing surge and regain additional hit points equal to my con mod, so +2.
Okay.
And I think I'm just going to go ahead and...
Are you done with that action?
Yeah, that'll be end of that action.
Okay. You got an immediate there?
Immediate reaction. Ally within 5 squares of you hits an enemy with a melee attack and is flanking that enemy. Triggering an ally regains hit points equal to half the attack's damage.
Okay. So
is that worth it?
10,
you, Brian? So it'd be 10, yeah.
A daily magic item, Panther Spirit, or Star Leather Armor? Or
Yeah.
Panther Spirit Armor. Yeah, I
Spirit
kind of
Star
have something similar. They're exactly the same. So yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yep. Heal 10.
Heal 10.
And daily item power.
Yep. And you'll get your, what's my half? 23 temporary hit points.
All right.
I think I'm going to go ahead and use my move action as a minor to do a healing word.
Okay.
Which lets me, I can target 2 people with this. So I'm going to target myself and Ket. We can both spend a healing surge and regain 66 additional hit points.
Okay. Go ahead and roll them.
Additional hit points? Oh, 6d6.
Yeah, every time. Just he says it every time, and every time somebody goes, "How many?"
Yeah.
So spend a healing surge, both of you, and gain an additional 20.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Haha, that is 67 hit points.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not bloodied.
Yeah, I don't think either of you is bloodied anymore.
Nope. That does clear my bloody.
Okay. What else there for Randus?
I'm going to call it good there.
Okay. Second round of combat. It's going to take us to a sneaky little Sparkle.
Sweet. So she is going to sneak around the other side of Asmodeus, flanking with Aurum. And she'll say, after how much care you clearly put into dealing with us the first time, I'm honestly disappointed that your solution this time is just swords. And then she'll stab him in the back, using her new level 29 power, which is a murder of 1. So I will make an attack. I've got a 42 to hit his AC.
42 is not going to hit.
All right, then I assume he is higher level than me.
Wow, it would be super weird if he wasn't.
I know, right? All right, then I'm going to use, what's it called? Peerless Predator to reroll that.
Okay.
Into a 48.
A 48 will hit.
Hey, sweet. All right, then that is very good. Then he's going to take a bunch of damage. So he'll take 56 damage. And then Sparkle will, as per the effect of the power, shift 3 squares to be right here. And then she will stab right into Owl 1.
Okay.
So he is dazed, so she still has combat advantage.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Unless that ends before your turn.
No, it ends at the end of my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, till the end of my next turn. So I've got a 48 to hit him.
Oh, that'll hit.
All right, so he's going to take some damage. So the primary attack also hit, though he does not take my sneak attack because I already just did that. 31 damage.
Okay.
And then just crouching low to the ground, she slides, shifts 3 more times, or 3 more squares, over to Owl 3, and stabs it. 56 to hit, which I assume will hit.
That'll hit, yeah.
Then take 31 damage.
31 damage. Okay.
And that's it for that power. Then the question is if I want to action point now and do something else.
Oh man, if you could do something else to wipe one or both of those owls off the map.
Yeah, I know. That would be cool. Let me see if I can. You know, could I have shifted to here instead?
Sure.
I still can't actually
Yeah,
catch
they're
him
just
in that.
Yeah, you can't.
They're just a little bit too far to be able to catch in a burst.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do have a close burst 1 that I could use, but sadly not.
I've got one too. That's why I was asking if you had a push or a pull effect that could get these two guys closer together.
No, I think I'm good then.
Okay, over to Aurum.
Okay, since I have my sword out, I say, "Oh, Corlon in my pocket. Now would be a good time for you to appear and make this sword find its target with Corlon's blade."
Okay.
48 versus, I think, what is that? 48 versus Will?
48 versus will hit.
Okay, now this is radiant damage. Is that going to be a problem or probably not?
I don't think so.
Okay. Let's see. 3d8 plus 14. 31 damage, and I know this dude has this thing, but in addition, the target is removed from play until the end of your next turn. When the target returns to play, it appears in its former space, or if that space is occupied, the target appears in the nearest unoccupied space, its choice.
Okay.
So I don't think that's going to happen, right? Because of his...
Yeah, the whole thing doesn't happen.
Okay.
So can you guys see...
Asmodeus cannot be stunned, dazed, sleep, dominate, send else, or polymorph, lose actions. Power is no effect, but is expended normally. Action is expended.
Yep. So nothing happens, but you do expend the power.
So if the power does that, it doesn't do nothing.
Yep. If the power has that rider, it just doesn't do anything. If somehow you have a power that is like it deals damage, or if it misses, it dazes him, then yeah, it could probably work. What else there for Orem?
All right. I'm just going to shift one back.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use Mass Charm.
Okay.
You guys want me to use, Mass Charm on Owl 1?
I take it you're using your action point?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What's Mass Charm going to do?
It's going to force Owl 3 to go and attack Owl 1.
Sure.
Burst 1 within 10 squares, and I believe I've been within 10 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 squares away. So I'm going to do Mass Charm on Owl 3. He's going to slide up to 5 squares, so I'm going to move him next to Owl 1.
Okay.
And then make a melee basic attack against Owl 1.
How many squares can you move him?
5.
Where would you like him?
Let's have him right next to him, right below him on the grid.
Okay. There?
Yep.
All right. And you don't give him a bonus or anything,
I don't,
right?
no. He just does a melee basic attack against that guy, which hopefully is enough to take him out.
That'll be a 38 versus AC, which will not hit.
Dang it.
Boo.
Okay, well, I was going to use Torque of Power Preservation to get the Mass Charm back, but I was below a 10, so I did not. It was a fail.
Okay.
So Torque of Power Preservation on a miss. You don't expend the use of this power. No daily use of a magic item power occurs. So I still have my Torque of Power Preservation, but no Mass Charm.
All right. What else?
I did a move. I did a standard. I did an action. I did another standard. So I'm done.
Okay. That's going to take us to Owl 2. I was down here with Ket and Randus.
Oh, also both of those owls are no longer immobilized because my turn is over.
All right. Owl 2 is going to attack Randus.
All right.
Seems like the smart move.
Evil thing.
Because he's evil.
Yeah. 48 versus AC.
Yeah, that hits.
Here comes damage. It'll be 90 damage. And again, these guys are just like superior swordsmen, so they just like slash you up and stab at you.
All right. Well, 58.
Mess up your relevant components.
Yes.
That's gonna bloody you again, I'm guessing.
Yep, I'm bloodied.
Okay. And then it's going to slide you 4 squares and move to a square adjacent to you.
Oh, you do.
All right, so that's Owl 2. Owl 1 is over here by Little Sparkle, so it will move around this way. I guess it doesn't matter. It'll just come this way. And I guess he can rush. Can he rush in for? Yeah, he'll just rush in for a charge and get that +1 bonus. It'll be a 43 versus AC.
That is going to hit normally, but I'm going to do something about it, methinks, with a utility power. Let me find the name of it. I will use Anticipate Attack to get a +4 bonus to all defenses until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
As I see that attack coming. Yep.
Okay. All right, he'll whiff. That's going to take us to Owl 4, who will attack Sakar. That'll be a 54 versus AC.
That does hit.
Okay.
That also triggers my strikebacks.
Okay. That's an immediate reaction or interrupt?
A reaction.
Okay. So we'll do damage first then.
Okay.
107 damage.
Okay.
Move you 4 squares or slide you 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then shift to a square adjacent to you.
Okay. So now I can strike back?
Now you can strike back.
I'm gonna strike back. Looks like it's got to be a melee basic because it's the other power that I can do something funky with, but that's okay. 43 versus AC.
43 versus AC will hit.
A whomping 26 points in the face.
Okay.
I don't like him. He's bad.
That it will bloody him.
Oh, I
Or
bloodied
her,
him?
hard to tell. Yeah.
All right. I bloodied her. Does that mean that free actions can take place?
If you have a free action that triggers off of bloodying someone, then yes.
Yep. If I bloody someone, I go super vampire form. I gain a +2 power bonus, the dark vision, blibbity blibbity blue, and can deal ongoing damage. And also get combat advantage against an enemy is taking ongoing damage. It's a big if-then power. It's one of those powers that I'm really bad at using. But today, my friends, I'm going to be good at it. So now, not only am I a glowing snake of whatever, I am now a glowing super vampire snake of whatever, because there's no hat so high that you can't put another hat on top of it.
Sounds good. So,
Yep. Lifeblood
using-
triggers Crimson Death.
okay, so +2 power bonus to speed, dark vision. You hit an enemy with a basic attack. That enemy also takes 10 ongoing damage.
Yep.
Combat advantage
ongoing
against
advantage.
enemies taking ongoing damage. You gain 15 temporary hit points if you start your turn adjacent to an enemy taking ongoing damage. Nice. Okay, that's all on this guy's turn. So it's going to move to the next owl. Owl 3, who will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, will come around here to flank Little Sparkle.
I do not want to be flanked. Wait, is there any rule to? Can I use is it only one interrupt per round or something like that, or
One immediate per round.
Oh, all right. Well, then I guess I get flanked.
Okay.
Oh boy.
That'll add 2 to that for a 49 versus AC.
Is unfortunate because even with my enhanced defenses, that's going to hit.
96 damage.
Oh, I take it.
And then it'll shift or slide you 4 squares.
I'm bloodied.
Okay.
Because that's a lot of damage.
And then slide to a square adjacent to you.
So 1 immediate per turn?
1 immediate per round.
Per round. Got it.
Yep. And you can't take immediate actions on your turn.
Right. That's what I was thinking in terms of turn. I was thinking of, a set of turns, which would thus, in fact, be a round.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So that's going to take us to Cat.
Hey, I get another turn. Do you have any way to get out of there, Randus?
Shift?
Do you have any real way to get out of there?
Not really.
Shift over the course of 8 turns and hope that he doesn't hit me in the meantime?
Yeah.
Great.
I would say notice that their tactic is forcing us into corners.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Also,
100% certain if it's forcing us into corners so much as forcing us apart.
Yeah, that's fair.
Corners being the most optimum way to do so.
Heel biscuit on him.
Guy does have a heel biscuit on him. Minor action. The first. Blop. Make a burb.
Caw-caw.
How far away can I summon you? 20.
So anywhere.
What's your speed, Matthew?
In what context?
How
Just
far
your,
could you
your
charge?
speed stat. Your
Base
speed
speed
stat, I
is
believe,
7.
is 7, yeah.
If I'm charging, though, I may be able to now. Probably not on someone else's turn.
Yeah, if you can move and charge, then basically you have double that. But if he's gonna give you a charge, then no. It's
You're
basically
up
at 7.
next out of us.
Uh-huh.
I can try and take out 4
How would you do that?
with damage.
So you're asking if I take out 4. If you take out 4, can I go somewhere else and do something else? Is that what you're
I'm
saying?
trying to deal with the fact that our healer is stuck in the corner about to die.
Ah. So you're wanting to know, could I get to Owl 2 if you took out Owl 4?
Part of that, I'm also wondering if you could take a charge action, right? If I granted you a charge action, could you hit Owl 2 this turn? I think the
I don't
answer
think
to that
so.
part is no.
Nope, he's 1 square too far.
Do I just load on? Well, I guess I use this on one of the owls anyways. Since it would do nothing to Asmodeus, what with it slowing.
Slowing it, you can slow them.
Oh, he can be slowed. Never mind. I've already used that.
You can slow them, you can knock them down, you can put ongoing damage on them.
That was my next question, was if his prone was...
Yep. Yeah, you can knock them prone.
Okay.
It's more
Right.
it's more about like dimensional autonomy than about like keeping them like looking cool.
Do you think you could take out Owl 4?
I think I can take out Owl 4. I have a very good chance of taking out Owl 4. I think my best chance is by doing it this way, though. I'm going to use another daily item power. From my Staff of the Magi free action, I regain the use of an expended arcane encounter power of level 30 or lower.
Okay.
And regain the use of Price of Defiance.
Okay.
Seemed to work the first time. And we will use Price of Defiance on Owl 4. Because he's within 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Does he have any sort of daze or anything on him right now?
Nope. I think
Nothing
you put something on him a while ago.
Yeah, that would have ended during my last turn.
Okay. So other than that, nope. He just bloodied, marked, and cursed.
Sakar is closer, so that doesn't work. All right. Well, let's just... A 40 versus Fort.
40 versus Fort. Will not hit.
Bugger. Well, that ruins that plan. Let us go help Randus. Move action. Next minor action. It will be Earth Shock.
Okay.
41 versus Fort.
41 versus Fort will not hit. These guys are tough, apparently.
Flanking doesn't work on a burst, right?
Right.
And Randus attacked him after I did. All right. Well, both of those guys are granting combat advantage to...
Because they're in the zone?
No. When I attack an enemy, Curse of Doom ensured. When I attack an enemy cursed by me, that enemy grants combat advantage to my next ally who attacks it before the start of my next turn.
Okay. And you attacked both of them?
I attacked both of them.
Okay. So make sure you remember that when somebody attacks them.
Sorry, who's granting combat advantage on the next attack?
2 and
4 and 2.
Those guys are far away, but good to know. Thank you.
Not as far
I
as
picked
I
that
might
feat
think.
up to be a better combo player with you.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
So that's minor, move, standard. I am concealed, or I have my little shadowy thing. I don't remember if that's
Concealment.
cover. Concealment, yeah. I guess that will be me.
All right. Now it's going to take us to Asmodeus.
Oh boy.
He will shift over here and, kind of examine the backstab that little Sparkle gave him and seem mildly annoyed at it before taking another swing at Orem for a 48 versus AC.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay. You're at full health, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Take yourself down to bloodied.
Ooh.
And, yep, so he walks over and just slashes at you across the chest. It comes out really fast, so you don't really get a chance to parry it. And it just, like, an inordinate amount of blood starts seeping into your robes. And that'll be his turn. So we'll go over to Sakar.
So I'm looking at this power, and it doesn't... Well, it does, I guess. If it's Iron Resurgence, melee 1, target me or one ally. That means the ally has to be within 1 square.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, heck, that's not going to work. I am still a fiery super vampire serpent, so I am going to slap Owl 4's taste out of his mouth with Primal Rebuke.
Okay.
Which may actually help us in the long run if I can manage to land the damn thing. 1 moment. 49 versus...
Can Shadow
AC.
flank?
I don't think so. Conjure spirit in a square in the burst. The spirit lasts until you fall unconscious or until you dismiss it as minor action. It occupies 1 square. Enemies cannot move through its space, but allies can. When I take a move action, I can also move the spirit. It can be targeted by melee or ranged attacks, although it lacks hit points. Doesn't say whether or not it flanks, which I'm assuming most conjurations are a no.
Yeah. I'm going to say it doesn't then. Okay. Well, Sakar hits anyway, so
Yep.
I was just gonna say you might want to shift and flank with it if it can, but I don't think it can.
Oh, he had combat advantage on this attack anyways.
Oh, well, there you go.
I did?
Yeah, because it was cursed and I attacked it.
Ah, way cool, Junior.
So that's a whole 50 to hit, which
All
definitely.
right, so now, Tainted Predator,
Mhm.
Mr. Vengeful. So, if I'd done Tainted Predator before the attack, it would have actually counted on this attack, huh?
If you had, what did you declare you were going to hit it with?
Tainted Predator is a minor action. I actually hit it with Primal Rebuke attack. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, you would have to benefit from it. You would have had to spend the minor action first.
Well, crap. I'm going to spend the minor action now anyway because it lasts till the end of the encounter.
Okay. Well. Let's resolve Primal Rebuke and then we'll activate minors.
All right. 38 damage. Did I have a damage bonus? 38 damage plus 10 ongoing.
Okay. Now activate Tainted Predator.
The 10 ongoing does save end, so I wanted to make sure. Yes, I'm going to activate the Tainted Predator. Okay, so because I landed Primal Rebuke, any ally within 3 squares of me, there aren't any. Until the end of my next turn, if the target enters a square adjacent to me or any of my allies, it falls prone.
Okay.
So if it tries to throw me and then trip me, it will fall prone and trip on its face.
That's very handy.
Yeah. It is very low, you guys. Is it worth action point to take it out?
As much as these things hit, I kind of think so.
Yeah, I agree. They hit like trucks.
All right. I'm going to action point and hit it with the Guardian's Storm. 36 versus AC.
That is not going to hit it.
Wait, is that correct? That is not correct. I apologize. That is the damage bonus. It's actually a 48 versus AC.
That would hit.
Okay.
Sweet.
42 damage, plus 10 ongoing, plus 5 necrotic and poison.
42 damage. That's going to take it out.
Cool. Since I did my action point, I have the ability to charge as a free action. Does that charge include an attack?
Yeah,
it is a charge.
Yeah, charges are an attack as well.
Is that until the end of the turn you have that ability?
When you spend an action point that hits at least one target, you can then charge as a free action.
You can then charge. Okay.
So is there a place where it would be advantageous for me to charge, and am I able to charge and attack?
Yes.
Speed 7, right?
Right now, speed 9.
Oh.
Jeez.
I'm in super vampire mode.
You can either get Asmodeus or come down and get Owl 2. Oh, wait. A guy died. I have a trigger.
Yeah,
Hang on.
do.
We're resolving a trigger.
If you hit L2, he does have a heal biscuit on him, so you'd be able to spend a healing surge.
So can I charge to L2 and hit him?
You can charge and make an attack.
Well, I mean, yes.
You can reach him with your speed, if that's the question.
If your speed is 9, you can get down there.
If I am just rushing over and punching Asmodeus in the face with my big punchy fist swords, is it worth doing that since L2 is kind of pinned down? Or do we need to protect Randus more than we need to attack Asmodeus at this point?
I think we're pinned down in here with him. He's not pinned down in here with us.
Yeah.
All right.
He also has a heal biscuit on him, which would probably help you out a little bit.
Exactly. I like that idea.
Plus,
but
Orm can handle the God of Tyranny.
That's true.
Yeah,
Orm's
just
got
solo a god.
Yeah, so I'm just going to rush on in and slap the taste out of another owl's mouth and see what happens.
Okay. Go for it.
When does the curse happen? Because it's a free action.
Yeah, so he has a free action as well, and I would say he has priority, but would your trigger help Sakar's action?
No, it's just going to deal 9 fire damage to the only other guy I've got cursed.
Okay, so then we'll do it afterwards. We'll do it after this charge.
Okay.
Right, because these are basically both the same type of thing. They're 2 free actions that triggered off of the same thing. So we'll do Sakar's first and then yours.
This is just a melee basic attack.
Yep.
In the head. 46.
Oh, you got combat advantage on this one as well.
All right, 48.
48 will hit.
Am I going here?
You
That's
are
it.
going here.
Yeah.
Here?
Nope.
Nope.
You have to stop at the closest.
I got to stop here.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
There I am. All right. So, womp upside the head, checking something. The power of my vampiric scimitar is a daily and has been expended.
Oh, hey, then get what I say, Rob? 20...
No, I mean, we used it in a
He says
previous
he's
fight.
already
I don't
used
have
it.
Okay. Never mind.
I don't have it, so I can't use it right now.
Yeah.
Trying to see if there's anything I can da-boom.
Well, since if you hit the guy, then you can spend a healing surge and get +2 to the hit point value.
All right. Well, then let me roll my damage on this attack. D.
I got to tell you guys, against Asmodeus, none of my encounter powers will work against him for the rest of the day. Or none of my encounter powers will work against him.
Yeah, I mean that's true of a lot of powers. I already used the one of like 2 powers I have that will work against him.
Skrakow, 32 points of damage.
Okay.
And I can spend a healing surge?
Yep. You get a mighty +2 to that healing surge amount.
Woohoo! What is my
Okay,
healing surge?
and then
It's like
what
86?
what happens? What happens on a curse trigger?
9 fire damage, and I can push him if I want to, but I don't think I'm going to push him.
What else there for Sakar?
Let's see. That guy takes 10 ongoing and 5 ongoing necrotic and poison. So
Nice.
he's bleeding and he's poisoned.
Make sure you
Nice.
remember when his turn goes.
Would I be able to use an immediate off of that last owl that Scar killed?
I mean, why not?
What's the trigger?
It's an immediate reaction. When a creature within 10 squares of you drops to 0 hit points or fewer, you teleport to that creature's space. Would that provoke an opportunity attack?
No.
No.
Okay. Then I will do that, if I may.
Okay.
Where was it? Right here?
Right next to Shadow.
Right next to? Okay.
Yep.
If you
All
think-
right.
Yep. There we go.
Are we done? Are we done triggering things off of that guy?
I
Maybe.
think so.
Wait. He
Okay.
triggered something? That triggers my triggers.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. What else?
I think
What
it-
else there for Sakar?
Let's see. Can I mark him because I slapped him in the face?
You can mark him because
Uh,
you're next to him.
Even though it's not my turn and I'm just...
It
It
is your
so
turn.
it is your turn, but you
But
did
the
charge, but it was like a reaction charge. Yeah, I'll allow it. I'd say that charge exists outside of normal time and space.
Hey.
That's
So you can mark
basically how all combats at epic level go.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, it would suck to like get that reaction and be like, oh, but if I do that, then I don't get the rest of my turn. So I'm gonna say that there shouldn't be a trade-off. So it's fine.
So I did move minor standard, then a thing that happens after a standard, and then I marked him, and I think I feel like Little Sparkle. I've done more things than are possible in my turn, and I still feel like I want to kill more people.
Yeah.
So yeah, unless I cheat, I think that's everything I can do.
All right, let's go over to Randus.
Okay. Gonna roll Keeper's Prescience. Nat 20.
Nice.
Okay, how do I want to do
Yowza.
that?
Just really changes the timbre of your turn.
Doesn't it? I mean, I could just do like a solid 50 damage on this guy.
I
That'd
like
be
that
enough-
plan.
That'd be enough to take him out. 57.
I don't know
Nah.
if it'd take him out, but it'd hurt him.
62.
And you could use some of that healing while you were there, so.
It's only on allies that hit him, unfortunately.
Oh, doesn't affect you. That's too bad.
Yeah.
Is that still on him?
It is until the end of my turn.
Okay.
Any ally who hits the target. Yep. Bum. I think I'll go ahead and spend a standard action to do Hammer of Fate. So apertures in my arms are going to open up, and he's going to be bathed in weird quantum energies and start constricting around him. And I'm going to roll, just in case I get a good roll, because I do get to roll twice since this is a wheel attack, even though it's not Arcana, so I don't get nearly as good stuff with it. Oh, well.
Wow, I knew it.
Not 20. And unfortunately, I'm just using innate holy weapons, so I don't even have any extra special critical hit, so just 62 damage.
Okay. It's going to bloody him.
Gosh, this is probably like good a time as any to use an action point, probably.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I would say, yeah. Can you shift and just magic weapon him?
I
Or will
could
that
do
not
that.
be that?
What? Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out if that's going to be enough damage.
Was it 20 in your pocket? Have you got anything that would crit and cause like extra damage and allow you to teleport away and destroy gods?
I mean, I could put a guaranteed crit on him for another standard action. But maybe save that for big guy.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see area burst 3. So nope, that would provoke. I mean,
Crack him in the head.
each ally
See
and
if you can
burst,
kill him.
each ally, and again, not me. Spend a healing surge and regain additional hit points. Oh boy.
Is that a daily?
No, Grave Dust Cloud would be a encounter, which
I
might
think that using that on Ket and I right now might be less advantageous than hanging on to it to a point where we might get.
yeah, all the
Because
peeps.
We're not
Yeah,
even.
you're the only
bloodied
one in the
currently.
corner who's really looking bad right now.
I mean, the other thing that spending an action point does, I do get an extra move action with an action point, so I could shift, magic item, and then shift again to try to get out of there.
Yeah, and then like attack him
Yeah.
with a ranged attack.
Seems pretty
Well,
good.
no, I was just going to do a magic item just to buff those guys. Well, yeah, because I really don't got too many other
Okay.
big boomy.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, too many
Alright,
big
so-
damage.
All right. So what's the plan?
All right, so move action shift.
Okay.
Action point. And action point will also activate my demon skin tattoo, so I'll just choose 15 fire damage for laughs. Resistance
Okay.
15.
Sure.
And then gonna roll a magic weapon.
Do it again. Brian's dice are trying to make up for the last 12 years.
I guess. Sure, plus 32.
It would be
That's
like
33.
really adequate if he just rolled another nat 20, therefore wasting a nat 20. But he doesn't.
No, he also has combat advantage, doesn't he?
No, you do
Good.
not have combat advantage on him. That was only on the next attack. But you have a crit, so
He is
what
granted
would-
combat advantage to me. Does that help?
Yeah, that's what
my-
he's saying. You got it, and it was expended.
No, I have combat advantage because he's taking on going, but I wasn't sure if that would
that only
affect
benefits you.
allies. Yeah, it doesn't affect allies. Sorry.
I mean, what I could do, I still got a minor, which I should probably use to heal one of these
Did
people.
you hit him?
Well, I'm debating.
Wait, did you
Could
roll
I,
to
should I
hit him?
spend a 20 now?
You
or I
did
could
roll.
spend-
Oh,
rolled
I
a
see. So
46.
this is the decision point that we're at now.
yeah. Or I could actually roll a knowledge on Asmodeus, maybe,
Not in the middle of
Ooh.
attacking.
Yeah.
after I get done
I don't-
swinging.
I think your knowledge rolls are so ridiculous that I don't think using the nat 20 on it is necessary.
Yeah, but I
I'll
do
just
like
use
the
the
idea of a
nat
knowledge
20
roll
for
just
extra
in case,
damage
like,
right now
it,
is-
I don't know, teaches us something.
Oh, actually, no,
Right, and
I'll
you-
hold on to that nat 20 for a healer's momentum, and so I'm just gonna go with the 46 to hit AC, maybe.
Okay, that'll hit.
Excellent. All right, so 24 damage.
Okay.
And you two guys next to me will get a +1 power bonus to attack rolls and a +2 or +6 wisdom or power bonus to damage rolls until the end of my next turn.
So +1 to attack, +6 to damage.
+2 to no, you're right. Sorry, yes, +1 to attack, +6 to damage.
Okay.
What else there for Randus?
I'm gonna go ahead and spend the extra move action that I got to move away, so I can. I could probably get no. Just send healing admixture to apparently Orem, but not Little Sparkle, who's way out of there.
Yeah, no worries.
So yeah, you're pretty. Are you bloodied? Yeah, you're bloodied.
Yes, I'm bloodied.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Unless you guys think I should really knowledge up Asmodeus.
I mean, I like the
Oh.
idea, but I'd say healing is probably more important. But
yeah, you
Alright.
need to heal because Owl 2 is definitely going to be willing to take an attack from Sakaar.
Okay, you think he's gonna go swing to me?
I think there's a distinct possibility, especially if they've got any fancy footwork things that let them.
So you think heal myself?
I believe so. Yes.
I would say yes. Primary healing source right now.
I'll go ahead and do that then. Just spend a healing infusion upon, or I got.
Don't overthink.
No, overthink.
We are past that.
He's fought this fight at least 1,000 times. Cut him some slack. He's trying to remember what didn't work.
Yep.
I'm just going to use a healing admixture upon myself. All right, not bloodied anymore.
Okay. What else?
That'll be it.
Okay. And you're saving the 20?
I'm saving the 20. I'm arming a crossbow, getting ready to help anyone that gets hurt. Maybe.
Okay. All right. Third round of combat.
Oh,
Holy
boy.
crap.
Gonna take us to Little Sparkle.
Yeah, I sure am in a bad situation. So I think what I'm just going to do is use the fact that my bonuses are up and I'm an Artful Dodger and that these guys would need to, I believe, my calculations are correct, roll a 19 to hit me on an opportunity attack to get out a dodge.
Do you want to use your second wind first to get it up to a 21 to hit you?
That's a great idea. That's a wonderful idea. So I'm in a second win. Oh yeah. First I heal 5 because my Sass of Regeneration is active because I am bloodied.
Okay.
So I'll do that. And then I will second wind.
Spend a healing surge and heal that. And all of your defenses go up by 2.
Okay, great.
And it's an untyped bonus, so it stacks pretty much with everything.
Yep. So that takes me to that amount. And so, yeah, that means that unless I get a nat 20, they should not be able to hit me. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if Owl 3 wants to take a swipe at me while I go, he's welcome to it.
I'm excited. He rolls a 19.
Wow.
So
good call, Rob.
Thank you very much, Rob. If I had
welcome.
not have second winded, I would have been hit and it would have been a huge
Probably
problem.
Killed.
So that misses you?
Yes.
Okay.
Only because of all the stacking buffs I have. All right. Well, that's fun. Ugh. I am done.
Ugh.
That'll take us to Orem.
All right. First, I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right down to there.
Okay.
Then I'm going to cast. Yeah, I got nothing. I'm going to cast Greater Ice Storm.
Okay.
It is a burst 5 within 20 squares. Each creature in burst. So
Can you move one space closer to me?
Sure.
Thank you.
So I want to target it, I guess, right behind Asmodeus.
Okay. So you're just going to hit him?
Yeah.
You said it's a burst 5?
Burst 5. So that's should cover everything from Little Sparkle to the other side of the map, and then 5 down, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll go down to there.
Okay. It's going to create, first of all, regardless if it hits or misses, the burst creates a zone of difficult terrain that lasts until the end of the encounter.
Okay.
So it's 46 versus Fort.
46 versus Fortitude. That will hit.
26 damage.
Okay.
And he is, it's cold damage. Target is immobilized, save ends.
Okay. And then this is all difficult terrain?
Yeah,
and
5x5, difficult terrain.
Okay. Just difficult terrain?
Yes.
Okay, what else?
Zone of difficult terrain that lasts until the end of the encounter.
All right.
Sorry, I figured it was better to try to lock him down than try to help you out, Little Sparkle. So sorry.
That's fair. What does the zone do again?
It's a difficult terrain.
As that affects me as well?
It affects anybody that's in there.
Oh, actually, I'm pretty sure I ignore. Yeah, I ignore difficult terrain anyway, so I'll be fine.
My regular one, I don't think I have any minor actions that I can use. So I think I am done.
All right. That's going to take us to Owl 2. How much damage does he take, Matthew?
15. 10 ongoing from bleeding to death, and then 5 necrotic. Yeah, necrotic death pants damage.
Okay.
Poison, necrotic, actually.
It will attack Sakar.
Come on, hit me. I dare you. I double dog dare you.
51 versus AC.
That does hit.
Or 100 and...
I would like to react, but I forgot I spent healer's momentum in the earlier combat.
I have an immediate reaction, so let me know if and when I can use such a thing.
So you took the damage?
I did take the damage. That bloodies me.
Yeah, he'll try to go for the brainy play. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and shift over here.
Boo, jerk.
Oh, he falls prone
And he falls
because
prone.
he entered a square adjacent to me. Do I get to do my interrupt?
What's the interrupt?
Actually, it's let me make sure. Immediate reaction. Use this
Oh.
power when you become bloodied.
Yeah, you can do it now.
Okay. It says I can use one of my encounter powers. We've reached a milestone. I can use an encounter power that I've already expended, right?
Yep, if that's what it says.
Yep, that is what it says. So I'm going to try that thing that I tried to do a minute ago. The aura around Sakar actually forms into a giant sort of serpent head, which literally just strikes him. So I'm going to hit him with the Form of the Soul Serpent attack, and it's going to work this time.
You get a +2
Because-
on this, remember?
It is?
No, he doesn't because it's a
It's before all that?
blast.
Okay.
No, it's a blast.
Oh, okay.
Yep, but it's okay. All is hoopla. Because it's almost the same. It has a slightly better attack than my weapon attack. 53 versus Will.
That will hit.
That was not a melee attack, was it?
Nope, that was
So it would
blast,
not
right?
give the... Yes, that was a blast. It was...
So that's an area attack.
All right, so that would definitely not give us the additional, but it does give him 9 points of damage in the face, and I can slide him. You mother... Is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
Hey, curse trigger.
What happens then?
I have 3 possibilities on my curse triggering.
Do any of them allow your allies adjacent to the creature to spend a healing surge?
No.
What good are you?
Actually, I don't think any of mine will do anything. Let's see. Eladir is adjacent ally. Dark One's Blessing is temporary hit points equal to my level. Oh, I guess I do that. Because the other one has to hit Cursed King things.
Okay.
Not a action, do 5 damage equal to your to one or 2 enemies affected by your Warlock's Curse. Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess I gain 6 temporary hit points technically.
Is that more than what you had?
Yeah, I had 23 and I gained 29.
All right.
So-
Well, that was Owl 2's turn.
Hey, Rodrigo, I have a question.
What's up?
No, wait. It says, I was looking at this. To use the Crimson Death, I have to use my Lifeblood racial power. And it's not actually my turn, so... No, the Lifeblood is a free action. So theoretically, one could use it if one had not already spent
No,
it.
you need to use one to use the other.
Right. So it's used. I was going to say,
Yep.
could I use a free action at this point? But it's okay because I can't.
Okay.
Doesn't exist.
All right. So we'll go over to Owl 1, who will shift over here.
All right,
and
now
attack
that my
once more.
immediates are refreshed, I've got an answer to that. So I'm going to activate Acrobat's Escape. So Owl 1 is immobilized until the start of its next turn, and I'm going to shift 8 to get out of there.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bye-bye.
Nice.
Run
All
away!
Run away.
I imagine her stabbing it in the foot and then darting off.
Just like she reaches over and just plucks out one of his feathers in a particularly painful place.
Yeah, she knows
Ah.
the places. I mean, it's an owl, different type of kenku, but probably same general deal.
All right. So it really already used anything that it could have been able to use, so that'll be his turn.
Yeah, that was my hope.
So Owl 3 will move 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and then charge Aurum. 45 versus AC.
Correct. That is a hit.
All right, for 101 damage.
All right, I am down.
Okay.
Minus 26 down.
Okay.
And what do I have to get? I have to go all the way down to
Your blood value.
my bloody value? Okay.
So Al runs over and slashes at Orem, and Orem falls over.
I regret nothing.
That's going to take us to Ket.
Let's start with curse the two closest enemies.
Okay, so Al 3 and Asmodeus, it looks like.
I would assume so. Does a charge have a minimum length or minimum
2.
2?
Yep.
Is there any reason Owl 3 would be granting combat advantage currently?
Not unless your curse does something to do that. It's bloodied and it's cursed, and that's the only thing that's on it right now.
Okay.
Little Sparkle's not bloodied anymore, right?
That's correct.
Oh, okay. Let's just go with Deific Decay then.
Okay.
I kind of want to use that on Asmodeus, but we also need to kill things. Like, I really want to use that on Asmodeus.
Want to do cool move, but Modron nature won't allow me.
Did Asmodeus teleport earlier?
No, he's just been moving
no.
around.
Let me go ahead and move first then. And head over to here. And this gets to move as a free action. Over to here. And then I'm going to use Vestige of Land Soul on Asmodeus.
Okay.
Asmodeus is currently immobilized.
Yep.
Does a 43 hit his fortitude?
No.
Bummer. Take damage anyways. 46, so 23 damage. Hit. Miss is half damage.
Okay.
And Land Soul will replace Granada.
Okay.
I guess. Giving my allies bonuses actually seems really helpful right now, so.
Sure.
Land Soul will replace Granada. That was move, minor. I am done. Unless we want me to action point to try and get rid of the Owl 3, but.
Well, if it hits me again, I will be in death saving throws.
You are in death saving
Oh,
throws.
yeah, that's right.
You're currently in death saving throws. Also, we have 4 people going before, 3 people going before it right
At
now,
least 2
and
of
I
which
don't
have
think
the
I
ability to
kill
heal
it.
you a little bit.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
It's going to take us to Asmodeus. Asmodeus will teleport here.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Just because he hadn't teleported yet. And he's going to take a swing at Sakar.
He has a -2 to the attack for being within the whatever zone I've got up. Deific Doom.
43 versus AC.
Anybody got any way to take it down by 1?
If I would have healed you last turn.
Already did my thing.
I'm dead.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Almost.
Not really.
Then yes, that will hit.
Okay. And you're bloody, right?
Wait.
Okay. Go ahead and take yourself down to -1 hit point.
Okay.
Ugh.
Is this the same round as that last round we were in? When I used my immediate reaction?
Yes, because you have not
maybe.
taken your action since then.
Yeah, you were about to.
Epic Tenacity says, if I drop to 0 points or fewer, I immediately gain hit points as if I had spent a healing surge and a +5 power bonus to all defenses until the end of my next turn.
Nice.
Does that trigger?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
The bonus ain't going to last too long, but.
Okay, so regain hit points as if I'd spent a healing surge. Does that mean go to 0 and take the points back? Or
Yep.
So I am still bloodied, but I am not dead.
Okay.
And I have +5 to all defenses.
All right.
I've got like
Asmodeus,
9 things.
Asmodeus slashes Sakar across the throat, but somehow that doesn't knock him down. He seems annoyed.
Good.
So he's going to spend an action point.
Ooh.
Yep.
How many's he got?
Probably 2.
Probably
Gee,
too.
I feel like had anybody ever made a roll, we might be able to know. I
Womp
enjoy
womp.
how you guys will like discover things as they come. I just love that about you. You live in
To
the
be
moment.
fair, we've been pretty actively
Pretty
using
hard
most
pressed.
of
Yeah.
our actions for this round or this.
Okay. His defense or his attack is pretty high, but he doesn't want to deal with that +5 to stuff, so he's just going to take a slash at Little Sparkle.
Ouch. Okay. Not great. Not happy about that, but already used my immediate actions. But I did second win, so my AC is a little higher. What we got?
Okay. And then still a -2, right?
Yep.
Right, Rob?
-2 while he's within that aura to all
Okay.
D20 rolls.
Should probably take this at Ket then. 53 versus AC.
That's going to hit.
Take yourself down to bloodied.
Okay.
I feel like that could be worse.
That would definitely be worse.
Yeah, mechanically speaking, sometimes that sword's just going to do like 3 hit points of damage.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's going to do like 100.
Basically, if it hits Orem, it doesn't do that much damage. If it hits Sakaar, it does a lot of damage.
If it hits Sakaar, it does 135 points of damage.
Okay. That will be Asmodeus' turn, which is going to take us to Sakaar.
Crap. Crappity crap it. Well, there was a thing I was going to do for Orem, which may actually now need to be a thing that I'm going to do for me.
Do whatever you got to do, man.
Well, I'm not...
I got 3 death saving throws, and even if I die, it's no big deal.
I would say he should
Epic
have his
level.
Epic Destiny free thing when he dies.
Quiet now.
Mine doesn't kick into level 30.
No, it kicks in now.
No, most people get it at like 28.
It
Okay.
was like 24.
So, is
Something
it
like that.
safe? Is it safe to presume that I could like not die in the next 45 seconds? That's
No.
No.
I mean,
That Orem will not die in the next 3
It doesn't matter.
seconds.
If Orem dies, it's fine.
That just seems so cruel. Fine. Iron Resurgence on myself.
Okay.
I'm going to gain 2 healing surges because why not? I'm going to lose 1. I'm going to spend 1, lose some. I don't know. It's lose a healing surge and then spend 1 or 2 healing surges. So I'm actually going to lose 3 healing surges. Which, hang on, I got a note on my healing surges. That makes total of 6. I've used 6 healing surges, Rodrigo. I've been paying attention.
Good job.
So now I am no longer. Wait, let me do the math. No longer bloodied.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone attacked him straight up in the face?
I have.
Yes, the guy that is lying bleeding out.
You stabbed him, right? He can be stabbed.
Yep. Just don't
just
do any
can't-
effects that would, hit one of those things that are at the bottom.
Yeah, stun, daze, sleep, dominate.
Send
Polymorph.
elsewhere, lose action. Would trapped in a cage of lightning count as stun, daze, sleep, dominate, send elsewhere,
Is that
polymorph?
a
So-
word?
So aside from send elsewhere and lose actions, those are all like keywords. So if it doesn't send him elsewhere and he doesn't lose actions, it will say stun, daze, sleep, or polymorph. Stun, daze, sleep, dominate, or polymorph.
Okay. Doesn't say any of those things. It says lightning primal weapon.
Yeah, is there an effect, though?
Yeah, like the text is relevant. Let me look at it. What is it called?
It's called Guardian Storm. Strength versus AC, blah-bitty blue. The lightning damage equals 15 plus your wisdom modifier, blah-bitty blue. Vampiric scimitar attack, flamatory charge.
If it moves, so it takes extra damage if it moves before the end of your next turn.
Yes.
So no, that shouldn't trigger that. So you should be good if you hit him.
Okay. Now you just scared me with that if you hit him.
Well, yeah.
And generally it's only dailies that have the magical mystery. Even if you miss, it hurts him.
That's correct.
Typically.
Because I think I only have one of those, and I'm almost certain I used it first thing in the combat like 10 minutes ago. Which is to say 7 episodes. All right. Yeah. Guardians Storm.
Okay.
53.
You have anything that crits on a 19?
No,
Let's
he
see.
deals extra damage on a crit.
No,
That's
okay.
his thing. That'll hit.
Okay.
Oh no.
What do you mean, oh no? All right. So
I'm worried about him exploding if he's bloodied.
Oh God.
I am too.
Yep, that's fair.
All right, well,
Only there was some way we knew what would happen.
Predator works till the end of the encounter. Hang on, I'm making sure that my Crimson Death power is till the end of the encounter. Yes, all right. So I'm about to hit him for like 5 different things. Please don't let this doofus atheist croak. All right. I do have +6 damage still, or is that done?
Yep, you still have it because it's still that same round.
Got it. Good Lord, this round has been going on for a while.
Oh, well, that's what happens when everybody triggers something off of one guy dying.
I suppose. 51 damage plus 10 ongoing bleedy damage, presuming that works because I am the tainted predator, plus 5 necrotic and poison damage.
Okay. All right. That is going to bloody him.
He is now... Oh, God, he's going to explode.
Go ahead.
He's going to explode. Oh, no, he's giving me combat advantage right now.
Okay.
If it helps.
He is going to take a reaction.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
From being bloodied.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord.
So...
It was nice knowing you guys.
Heal that. Heal that. That's still bloodied? Nope, not anymore. And this guy's not bloodied either.
Boo.
And he will teleport himself here. Actually, he'll teleport himself here. Teleport Al3 over here. And teleport Al1 down here.
So, just a question.
Interesting.
When he did that healing, since he already healed Al1, does it still heal him again?
Yeah, so Al1, so when Al1 healed, that was his ability.
Ah, okay.
It's just flavored as getting healing from his boss.
Okay, all right.
This is Asmodeus' ability when he gets bloodied.
Okay.
What else there for Sakaar?
I suppose I should probably move.
Well, you're going to take 2 attacks of opportunity.
Not
shifts.
Can I teleport?
You can teleport
Yeah,
a shift.
you can teleport, yeah.
I'm going to teleport. Where should I teleport?
Mark?
Before you teleport, do you want to mark the 2 goobers?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Can I do that? Yes, I shall mark the goobers.
And then you could teleport to be flanking Asmodeus with me.
So here?
Ooh, that would be a good...
Can I teleport? Is that 3 squares?
That is more than 3 squares.
Oh,
yeah, you can.
To be 4 squares.
Yeah.
Let me check my con modifier. Yeah, it's still 3. Is that the only move I have that's a legitimate teleport?
I mean,
I have the primal.
Those 2 guys.
I have the primal leap.
That would provoke opportunity attacks, though.
Yeah, you really don't want to provoke against these guys. They do so much
come on.
damage.
What are they going to do? Kill me and eat me? I mean...
Yes, possibly.
Yeah, ask Orem.
Well,
If
they're not
anything, maybe
eating
just
him.
shift out and flank Al 3 with Sparkle.
I mean, I can already flank Owl 3 with him pretty easily, but I guess that's not... Let me think. Trying to come up with what I'm going to do.
Sparkle definitely wants to move from where she's at right now.
Fair.
All right, so
her being flanked.
what if I just
not a
teleport
fan.
here to where they have to come after me, since I marked them?
Sure.
Or I could go like here or here to see if, since they are marked, if they're going to come after me, they have to come this way, and you guys might have a little bit of cover going the other direction.
I'd say go 1 more closer in.
PR?
Yeah.
I can do that.
Just somewhere, just stay along that vertical, no further away.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
No, actually, let me double check. I think it's bigger than I'm thinking. Burst 3. Yeah, no, you can move out. Yeah, never mind.
Protractor.
You're good. You can go wherever you want. Well, not wherever, but...
I'm going to go where... Oh, well, then I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go over here.
So where are you going?
I'm going to teleport to where I am.
Okay. What else?
That's a move. That's a minor. That's a standard.
Okay.
I think that's my round. Yep.
All right. Moving on to Radis.
All right. Rolling Keeper's Prescience. Goodbye, Nat 20. Hello, a 4. Okay. Standard action. I'm going to do Grave Dust Cloud. I'm going to kind of throw a little glitter bomb. That should basically encompass the whole area. It's like I say, the area bursts 3 within 20 squares. Doesn't make a zone, so I don't think it really matters too much to specify, but we'll just say centered on Ket
Cool.
for sake of argument.
Okay.
So first, make an attack for each enemy in burst. 43 versus Fortitude? Yes. Against Insanity?
43 versus Fortitude hits no one.
Lame. Oh, well. Well, no damage, and you guys don't get a +1 power bonus to attack rolls, but each ally in burst can spend a healing surge and regain 2d6 plus 13 damage.
Yes, please.
An additional, yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll that, Brian.
So healing surge plus 21.
Sweet.
So does that include me?
Yeah.
Okay.
And who all can do that?
If you have a healing surge to spend.
All of us.
I do barely.
So that's me too?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Okay. I'm no longer bloodied. Or I'm bloodied, but I'm not dead. Or
Right.
dying.
I was down exactly one healing surge.
I'm no longer bloodied.
Sweet.
I am at.
I think I'm going to go ahead and then shoot another curative admixture to Orem so he can get back his healing surge value without having to spend a healing surge plus 23.
Okay. Thank you.
For my minor, for my move, I think I'm going to go ahead and spend that as a minor and give Dancing Shield to Sakar. So he's got like a deflective force field around him that gives him a +4 power bonus to AC and reflex until the end of the encounter. And you can also give that to a new target within range 5 as a minor action.
Does that stack with my other bonus?
It is a power bonus. So if your other bonus is not a power bonus, then it would stack. Otherwise, you have to take the better.
I currently have a +5 power bonus to the end of my next turn. How long does this last?
Didn't that just happen?
Oh yeah, hey Beavis. Shh. Wait.
So you don't want to do that, Brian?
No, I am doing that.
Okay.
I think
Wait.
so. Do you have any
Did I
reason not
die
to?
on someone else's turn?
No.
You died on your turn.
You died on Asmodeus' turn.
Which was just before your turn.
Yeah.
Which gave me a power bonus, which lasted
Until the end of
of
your
my
next turn,
which came up
which
next.
was-
So yes, I'll take +4 AC and +4 reflexance and
Unless I should put it on Orm or something. I don't know, but I'll just do it for Scar, I guess.
I mean, he's going to have to
Okay.
get up close and do the pounding, so.
Yeah, that was generally my thought. And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. We are on the 4th round of combat, which is going to take us to Little Sparkle.
All right. Well then, I am going to. I should have definitely probably done this earlier, but I'll do it now. Activate my daily power Deacidal Eye, targeting Asmodeus.
Okay.
So, is he a solo monster?
He is a solo, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Sweet. Then my attacks against him are going to ignore any resistance or immunities, and he'll gain vulnerable 10 to my attacks.
Cool.
Ooh.
nice.
And this lasts until I am reduced to 0 hit points, or I use the power on a new target. I will not be using the power on a new target. So that was a minor action, and then she. Which I imagine she just kind of flashes the starfish at him, and then she will get into a weird stance and leave herself somewhat vulnerable as she does a dance of death, targeting both the it's a close burst 1, each enemy in a burst I can see, so it'll target both Asmodeus and Owl 3.
Okay.
So I will make an attack. I do not have combat advantage, but that is okay. We'll see how it goes. I've got a 41 to hit each of them.
41 will hit the owl.
Well then, the owl is going to take some damage. So it'll take 29 damage.
Okay.
And if he makes a melee attack against me before the end of my next turn, I can make it attack another creature of my choice, which can include itself.
Okay.
And then what to do?
Oh, since you missed him, Asmodeus is going to take an attack on you.
Oh, that's not.
So that'll be a 41 versus AC.
Ouch. Yeah. Wait. Actually, I think that's gonna miss. Yeah, that misses. That misses by 1.
Sweet.
Woo!
Nice.
Did you say that attack left you vulnerable?
No, I was just saying because
Oh, it's part of the
it's
description.
just yeah, exactly. It doesn't actually because it encourages people to attack me, but it doesn't actually lower my defenses in any ways.
Okay. Yep. He basically you go over, stab Owl 3, and then when you go to stab Asmodeus, he parries it and counters, but you manage to dodge out of the way.
Cool.
What else?
And then I think I'm just gonna shift to not be flanked anymore. And considering if I want an action point, but I think I remain good.
Okay. It's going to take us to Orem.
All right, I'm going to stand up.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Ball Lightning right here.
Okay. Where was it?
Right on the corner of Asmodeus. And it's a miss, 34.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
That's okay. It's the ball still stays there.
Fair enough.
What else?
Each creature that starts its turn adjacent to the ball is slowed until the end of your next turn. Once per round, as a minor action, you can have the ball repeat its attack. As a move action, you can move the ball up to 10 squares. It can fly and hover. The ball lasts until the end of the encounter until you dismiss it with a free action.
Okay.
So yes,
Anything
just to confirm, that was 34 versus reflex.
Yeah. That does not hit.
I'm guessing minor to sustain, although it should stick around to my last turn anyway, so.
Yeah. Usually you don't need to sustain it on the first turn that you cast it.
Yeah. All right.
Minor to knowledge check.
Sure. Minor to knowledge check.
All right. Give me a religion check. And also, what would you like to know while you're typing that up? Well, just give me the roll and we'll see how much you get.
27.
Uh,
He's a bad guy, right?
yeah.
You've heard of this guy.
I think I've heard of him before.
Yeah. Orem is like, oh, Asmodeus. That's the guy we're fighting. I've been calling him Crandall this whole time.
I've been calling him Crabtree. Nothing.
Yeah, you really don't get very much with a 27.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Okay.
You did say that one of his defenses was at 46, but his AC is higher than that.
Okay.
So I'll give you that, which you guys might also have been able to figure out just in the flow of things. Anything else?
Nope. Move minor action.
Okay.
Standard. Yep.
Over to Owl 1, who is still alive.
I can't believe these guys are still alive.
He is immobilized, right? Who immobilized him?
I don't.
Sparkle did when he approached her.
Oh. Is he still immobilized?
Probably
No.
not.
Okay.
Wait, let me double check that. I think I can't. I always forget if it's until the end of his turn or my turn. Start of its next turn, so it is no longer immobilized as of now.
Okay.
But it is marked.
It is marked, yes. So it is going to move here and attack Ket.
Did it? No, I haven't hit that one. I was going to ask if it took its ongoing damage.
No, you haven't hit that one.
Okay.
This is the only one
How
that's
you-
not cursed by me.
This is the only one that is not cursed by you.
But it is marked.
It is in fact marked. So
So it's taking a
actually
-4 to this?
taking a -4, I'm thinking, because I don't think the mark is a power bonus or a penalty.
Does that mean I can attack it?
That means you can use your Warden's grasp on it. Yeah.
Yep.
But it's an immediate reaction,
React.
so you have to wait for him to finish up the attack.
Okay.
All right. Let's see if this hits. Well, with all the penalties and all. 44 versus AC.
44 will hit.
Okay.
Vengeful Curse. When an enemy hits me, I can use my Warlock's Curse as an immediate reaction against that enemy, even if it's not the enemy nearest to me.
I guess
use
it doesn't
Warlock's Curse.
change anything, so we'll just do it now. Even though it's a reaction, technically it happens after damage. Okay, dealing some damage. 105.
Ow.
Okay. And then it is going to slide you 4 squares. So it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it will slide to a square adjacent to you.
So when does my reaction come in?
So it would come in now. What is the range on your reaction?
Close burst 5.
So it has moved out of range.
Yep.
How does that happen?
Uh,
By
The-
it hitting me and sliding.
the bad
Stupid.
guys know your amazing clumping abilities, so they have abilities to prevent that from happening. Is how I think that would happen. Okay, well that was that guy's turn. Let's go to
Review the
Owl
tapes.
3. That didn't bloody you, did it, Rob?
No.
Okay. Owl 3 will kind of do the same shenanigans to Little Sparkle. Not really. He'll try it. It's going to attack Little Sparkle.
Sweet. I make it attack itself.
Oh, that's true. Then it's definitely not doing that. It'll shift over here. 42 versus AC.
Hulk Hogan, no sell.
How would it shift adjacent to itself if it hit itself with that attack?
I don't know.
It would be like when Andy Kaufman used to wrestle himself. It would grab its own arm and fling itself.
Mm.
That does not hit.
Okay. Well, that's that guy's turn. To Cat.
I no longer need to use Warlock's Curse, so that's helpful. That's up and going. That's up and going. Let's go ahead and use another daily item. Staff of the Magi. The Zone 1. Minor action. I create a zone in a close burst 2. Zone lasts until the end of the encounter and remains centered on me. When I move, as a move action, I can slide each creature within the zone 3 squares.
Okay. So it's the same zone, right?
Yeah, it's the same space. I just now have extra silly things I can do with it.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Daily magic item power was used.
You still got
It
a
was
lot of
23.
temporary hit points. Yeah.
No, I just got smacked.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
These guys all separated, because of course they did. Yeah, okay. I'm going to use Diabolic Escape. Close burst 1, move action. Each enemy in the burst, each target gains vulnerable 5 fire until the start of my next turn. Then I teleport up to 10 squares.
And Owl 1 gets vulnerable fire.
Yeah, actually, we'll go right here.
Okay.
To get people in. He gets vulnerable 5 fire. And then my feat triggers Hellfire Teleport. Once per turn, when I teleport, I deal 5 plus my int mod fire damage to each enemy in or adjacent to the square I leave.
Okay.
My int mod nowadays is, I think, also 5.
Okay.
It is. So that'll be 15 total fire damage with the vulnerability, right?
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll bloody it.
All right. Then he's vulnerable to fire, so let's shoot some fire at him. We will use, there it is, Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
42 versus Reflex.
42 versus Reflex. I want to say these guys have good reflex. That'll hit.
Hey. So he will take 30 fire damage with the vulnerability.
Okay.
Then the first time I take damage before the end of my next turn, he takes an additional 2d6 plus 9 fire damage.
Okay.
Then I'm also going to do curse damage to him, which will be 17.
Okay.
It's almost max, and he is so close to being dead.
Yeah, strike it up, Striker. And just to recap, you don't provoke opportunity attacks, right? Because of your staff?
Correct. Staff expertise, I think, is the feat.
Yep.
Yeah. It took 2 feats to be able to do that, so.
Like,
Yeah,
how
that's-
close do we think this guy is dead?
I'd say with
Owl 1, I'd say
Maybe 30 hit points, something
Yeah,
around
okay.
that line.
I'm not going to get
somewhere
him with...
between 30 and 40.
All right, well, I'm not going to get him with Magic Missile then.
You don't have any way to do Magic Missile as a minor action, do you?
I already used it once today.
Oh, is it only a once per day thing?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a daily power that lets you use it as a
Mhm.
minor action? Okay.
Mhm.
I remember that one. That was so useful.
Yep.
Do I have another minor that I can do?
Yeah, that'll take us to Asmodeus.
He's slowed.
Slowed.
He takes 15 points of ongoing damage.
Takes 15 points of ongoing damage. Let's go really deal with the reason why the bad guys aren't winning right now.
Because we're awesome.
He'll teleport over here.
Oh.
Yeah.
And attack Randus.
Classic.
54 versus AC.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Take yourself down to bloodied, please.
Okay.
Action point.
Oh.
44 versus AC.
Oh, let me check. Oh, I think that's going to be dead on. No, actually that misses. I'm at 45 thanks to my tricks of knowledge.
Nice. All right. Well, that's Asmodeus' turn. That'll take us to Sakar.
Is there any place I can be that I could pull all three of these schmucks?
How
Probably
far
not.
can you pull?
It's only like 5, right?
Close burst 4.
No.
Close burst 4?
Asmodeus and
Yeah.
Owl 1 are too far apart for him to get both
Yep.
of them.
Yep.
He can get 2 owls or an owl and Asmodeus.
And is a shift a move action?
Yes.
All right. So I got Owl 1 right here in my face.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If I try to move, Owl 1 will hit me in the face.
Correct.
Is
Unless
this
it's a
correct?
shift.
Unless it's a shift. If I shift here, pull Owl 3 and Asmodeus.
It is a pull 4, right?
It's a pull 4, yeah.
Why wouldn't
I
it
was
get-
just trying to avoid the opportunity shot.
He just needs to get them all
Well.
adjacent, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But this is for, Aurum is 4 away from Owl 1.
Yeah. Are you seeing this
It's a
guy over
burst
here,
4.
Brian? This is the guy we're talking about.
Yeah.
Right. I'm talking
So
about Owl
if he-
3. I think I misspoke and said Owl 1 earlier.
So if Sakar stands here,
Uh-huh.
why is my wrong cursor again? Sakar stands there. He can pull Owl 1 here.
He can't
He
pull
can't.
Owl
It's
1.
It's more than 4 away.
It's a burst
It's-
4.
Burst
Yep.
4. Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah,
it was
you're
a
with
pull 4.
Burst
All
4,
right.
pull 3.
Okay. Never mind then. Okay, sorry.
Okay. So I have the ability to just leap away an inordinate amount of space. But if I try to do that, I will be taking an opportunity attack from L3. Because
Correct.
ideally, what I'd like to do is maybe go here, pull them away from everyone else, and then smack them in the face.
So my thoughts on that front
Mhm.
is to actually pull them closer to me.
How long do I have the Thundering Shield Armor Magic Pants that Rand
Dancing
escaped?
shield.
Yeah.
I
For
don't
the
know.
rest of the combat, unless you give it
Or
to
until you
someone
pass it
else,
to someone. Yeah.
which you can do as
So
an action.
I currently have the Dragon Shield.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna try this.
The reason I suggest you not coming away from everybody else is because Asmodeus is teleporting anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you get too far away from us, he's just going to teleport away from you. Not worry about the -2 to his attack because it's plus 37.
Mhm.
And smack one of us and take us down
Okay.
without you being able to say anything about it. If you try and keep us all clumped together, then you can at least grab him
Mhm.
when he tries to run away from you.
Mhm.
On top of the fact that within that purple aura around me,
Mhm.
all the enemies take a -2 to all D20 rolls, including saving throws, which I believe Asmodeus needs to make a bucket of.
Okay.
Was he supposed to make a saving throw last turn?
He's supposed to make at
Well,
least
he had
two.
no, he was just slowed. I thought he was immobilized at one point, but I think that was till the end of his turn.
No,
No,
he
he was-
definitely took that damage, so he needs to.
Yeah.
So
he's
it's
got
two
ongoing-
separate effects, right? One
yes,
of them
ongoing
is
10.
just untyped, and then one of them is necrotic and poison.
Yep.
All right, so he'll try and save against untyped,
That'll
Well,
do it.
and then necrotic and poison, and
Yeah,
he won't.
that one.
Cool.
Okay, carry on.
So
Okay.
I think what Ket's trying to say is you need to try to draw Asmodeus up into the purple squares.
Not entirely sure that I can the way my pull works.
Yeah, you can.
But
You just
I can
shift
shot.
next to me.
Shift next
Yeah.
to you.
He's still
And
within
then-
4, and you just
Right.
pull him Up.
And do my Wonder Woman spin and drag him up to where he's here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay. So the pull's automatic, right?
Yes.
Yeah. 'cause
Yes,
they
an
have to
effect
be
of the
next to him
power
for
is
him
the
to hit.
pull. Then make the attack.
All right. So make the
Okay.
attack roll.
Do I have any bonuses to attack right now? I don't think that I do. 47 versus AC.
47 will hit the owl, I think. Yep.
Okay. But not Asmodeus.
Not Asmodeus.
Stupid Asmodeus. All right. Well, then I'm going to savor the black blood on this owl.
Okay.
Since I hit him with the attack.
Mhm.
He's going to take 40 points of damage.
Whew.
Plus 10 ongoing. Plus 5 ongoing. This is so stupid. I love it. And I
Okay.
get 10 temporary hit points.
All right.
Okay, so that was a
And
move.
so is that the end of that attack?
That attack has resolved. Yes.
Asmodeus is going to take an attack on you since you missed him.
Okay.
Oh.
That'll be a nat 20.
Oh gosh.
Stupid fish hooks.
Go ahead and drop yourself to -1 hit points.
Yikes.
So-
Okay.
That makes sense.
Duh.
Oh, go ahead.
Does that take out my 10 temporary hit points that I just got to?
No,
No.
you still have 10 temporary hit points, but you're still knocked out because you're at -1 hit points.
Got a healing surge, right?
I've got a number of healing surges.
All right. Any shenanigans on being dropped like that,
You were,
like
I
last
mean,
time?
Yeah, it doesn't look like I have anything once that first one was used. Now, when I drop to 0, does that mean that the shield goes away?
I
No.
think so.
Just means that you can't give it away.
Yeah. You have to
Okay.
spend an action to give it away.
Okay. Standard action?
Minor.
Okay. Well, heck,
All right. Yeah, I think that's going to be the end of your turn there.
probably. I'm unconscious.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a death save at the end of your turn.
Oof. So roll d20.
Yep.
Do I get any bonuses?
I don't know. I don't think vampires do. I think Warforged get death save bonuses or something like that.
Let's see.
Basically, we can take 10. I mean, they can take.
Nice.
Good job, Brian.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay. So we'll put one death save marker, or rather one death marker on Sakar. Let's go ahead and turn on his nameplate so we can see it. And so basically Sakar pulls Asmodeus and Owl 3, chops at him, chops Owl 3, and then when he brings his sword around to Asmodeus, Asmodeus basically parries it downward and slashes him across the throat and drops him. And when Sakar drops, Asmodeus puts a foot on him and on his face and like leans forward to Little Sparkle and says, "The plan is swords because it's this sword. You recognize it yet?"
Yep.
And that'll take us to Randus.
Okay, I'm gonna just kind of circle around here. I can do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minor action to use Hero's Elixir. Melee touch. The target can spend 1 healing surge and is restored to maximum number of hit points possible.
So
From one
Sakar?
healing surge?
I don't
Yep, spend one.
recognize it.
I spend a surge. And I go to maximum hit points?
Yep, that's going to take you back to full.
Holy
That is a
moly.
heal.
Yeah,
Seriously, way to lead it up.
I've used it on myself a time or two.
Yeah. Who remembers what the sword is for those that don't?
it's
It's the
bronze tigers.
Bronze Princess.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
The bronze.
The one made for the Bronze Prince.
That old
Oh,
Bronze
okay.
Age.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right. That's not great.
Yeah, Randus certainly recognizes the craftsmanship.
Hmm. I helped.
Uh,
If you go back to
Car-
the beginning of this episode, you'll hear me say, "Oh no." That's why.
Carry on, Brian.
Okay. Standard action. I think I'm just going to try a magic attack. Should I
Magic
try to take
weapon,
out
you mean?
magic weapon? Yes.
Try to
Whichever
take
magic
out
attack.
one.
1. That's what I was thinking. All right. I'm going to try to shoot one. Second bonus, 32 plus 2 because of my tricks of knowledge. Oh well. I also forgot to do Keeper's Prescience.
I was just about to ask you if you what was your roll.
I missed. I think that'll
It
be
happens.
my turn.
All set?
Yeah.
All right, round 5.
Good gosh.
I mean, we're fighting a god and his minions.
Now it's going to take us to
Yep.
Little Sparkle.
She'll actually nod and say, I'll fully admit Ulridon and Randus's work is impressive. Orm, do you have a way of killing Owl 1 before he acts, or should I take care of it now?
I plan on moving the ball lightning over there and hopefully getting him with the ball lightning attack. And if that should hit, hopefully, and then if that doesn't take him all the way down, I can hit him with magic missiles, and that combo should get us around 30 points. If I hit.
I'm going to go for Asmodeus now that Sakar's back up and I can get the flank.
Yeah.
So
I'll act as a block for Owl 1.
Yeah, Orm's been tanking this whole time.
It's impressive.
I say, don't worry about blocking for Owl 1. If he touches me, he dies.
Well, he's going to come for me just because I'm closer.
Right, but you can get out of there.
I could, sure.
Part of a move.
No, because I have to move the ball lightning. And that's my move action.
I can get to there without provoking, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to attempt to hit Asmodeus with vicious cooperation.
Okay.
So she will sneak in and attack with her flanking. 53 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, then Sakar, you can also make a melee basic attack against him.
Cool. Can I do that while lying down?
It's a -2 while prone?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
It's been a
That's
while
what I'm
since
gonna
that's
do.
been relevant.
Do we need to resolve the damage first?
Not
Does
really.
it deal damage?
It does deal damage. So,
All right, let's
but it's
resolve
all
that
part of
damage
effect.
first.
All right, fair enough.
Especially since you can throw in
Sneak
My
attack.
vulnerability.
sneak
Yeah,
attack
my sneak
afterwards.
attack.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'll do that. All right. So he's going to take 69 damage from me.
Nice.
Oh man, do 69 more damage, Scar.
Utility.
Oh, it's actually by 10, so he takes another 5 damage. So it's going to be 74.
Okay. So how much more?
Just 5 more. I just wasn't calculating by how Deocidal Eye worked properly.
Okay.
No, the Crimson Death is what gives the 10 ongoing, so it would be the Tainted Predator that does the 5 ongoing, and those are both melee attacks. So this attack would have those effects.
This attack would restore the 10 ongoing.
Right.
But he's still taking the other one.
If it hits 46 versus AC, and I don't think that's going to hit.
I think it's 48.
Oh, it is 48 because he has a freshman.
Are you calculating combat advantage?
Yeah, I'm flanking with you.
Yeah, so that would be 48.
Yeah. So if that's 48, that'll hit.
Yeah! So he gets the 10 ongoing back. Aha! I'm just worried about what happens when he dies and then he comes back 5 times.
We stab him with that starfish.
That's true. Rat fart. 27 damage.
Yeah.
27. Okay.
I wish I hadn't savored the black blood on the last
Oh man,
attack.
this is
This is
one of those things where it's like, do we go after Asmodeus because he's so low on hit points, or do I take care of that owl?
That's a good question.
What else there,
mean,
Little Sparkle?
think you take care of the owl.
Okay.
I mean, I think I'm about to action point.
Oh, okay, good.
Good call.
Hey, smack him in the head.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any more like encounter or daily powers that can actually affect Asmodeus, but with his super fanciness. But I will just attempt to proc that vulnerability of his again. So she's going to use a sly flourish and just hit him with a good old at will.
Okay.
48 will hit.
Yep.
So it's going to be, and I've got the flanking bonus, so he'll take 52 damage.
Okay.
And because I spent my action point, I get 15 attempts because of my tattoo.
Okay. All right. Little Sparkle slashes at Asmodeus, cuts him across the chest, and he falls backwards, landing on his back. Scimitar goes clattering away. The Owl 3 actually just like chokes and falls over because he was going to take a whole bunch of damage starting next turn. And Owl 1 just kind of takes a knee.
Does the starfish seem to do anything funky this time around?
You probably have to like coup de grime. So let's wrap there for now.
Ooh,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen, I think next episode is the final episode of the Void Saga. Oh, what's going to happen? You're going to have to wait. Oh my gosh, you're going to have to wait. Unless, of course, this is the week that you decide to sign up to become a patron at patreon.com/majorspoilers. And then you'll be able to hear next week's episode right now. Oh, did we win? Did we save the day? Did you enjoy this fight?
Naomi?
Did all of your dice rolls become critical hits?
I mean, all of Brian's did.
Yes, they did. Good job, Brian. Take care, everybody.
Better very, very
At least
late
when it
than
worked
never.
out.
This podcast is copyright 2020 by Major Spoilers Entertainment, LLC.